Malik. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live. Hey, how y'all guys doing out there? My name is Gio Malik. If you're not subbed to the channel, make sure that you hit that sub button and that notification bell to be notified when I do go live. Today we got my brother, the one and only Glasses Malone over here in the corner. How you doing today, my brother? Let the people know how you doing.
Man, I'm trying to get this cold beverage going, man. What's happening?
But yeah, man, I love your music. Always been a fan of your music. I grew up in the South, but my mom's moved out to Washington State, and I was hearing you a lot, like songs that you was doing with T-Pain and stuff. That's when I think I really first started hearing you, when you made that song with T-Pain and Birdman. I was like, oh, this song is dope. My brother actually, he called himself trying to be a rapper, whatever. He took the beat and tried to put his little lyrics on it. He was like, man, that song go hard. Like, you had the whole entire Washington State behind you. But I just want to start out to know, like, where are you originally from?
Oh, so I grew up in pretty much Watson, Compton my whole life. So Los Angeles for the most part. I ain't never lived nowhere else.
Okay.
I've been here this whole time, man. Straight from the West.
West Coast, baby. Shout out to the West, y'all. Shout out to the whole LA and the whole California. But this is another question I want to ask you. What inspired you to be a hip hop artist?
Really, my little brother, he was in YA. He got out of jail. So YA is a youth authority. It's like imagine like a junior penitentiary, where they put kids in prison, maybe between, a child and 25. And he got out of YA and wanted to make music. And he wanted me to make music with him. I think he wanted me just to pay for the studio time. But he came to me with the idea, and my mom wanted me to keep him out of trouble anyway. So it became like something I was doing with my younger brother and my older brother to keep my younger brother out of trouble. And he got in trouble again. I really liked it, so I just kept on doing it. And it kind of eventually just saved my life.
That's what's up, man. I'm happy for you because you make some dope music. And I heard your new song with Ty Dolla Signs and Snoop. How was that track when you was making that song with them two on the track with you? How was that, and how was the timing put into making that, and how did it perfect to you? I think you froze. Yeah, I think you froze. Hold on, y'all. We having technical difficulties. Give me a second. Hold on, we having technical difficulties, y'all. He'll pop back up, but it's just he probably lagged out. Internet be messing up and stuff. Y'all know how this internet stuff is. But yeah, there y'all go. We got your boy Glasses Malone. Is there any questions y'all want to ask him before he do pop back up? Just ask it right now in the comment section, and we'll get it started that way. But we're gonna get this interview started. Give me that. Give it to me. Give it to me. Thank you. But yeah, it might be technical difficulties, y'all. We don't know. We really don't know what's happening right now. But I got him up here, and this is what y'all been waiting for. So hopefully he can get back in, and we can keep the keep the chat going and do what we gotta do. Give me a cup, baby, please. But yeah, y'all there, y'all have it. If y'all don't know who this person is, he's very legend. He's a legend out here in California. He's very legendary when it comes to making good music. And if you don't know what good music is, you need to put your ears and your eyes in tune and keep a watch out for Glasses Malone. Because I think he got a lot of more things up and coming in too. So I'm gonna ask him that when he gets back. Can you give me a glass, please? Thank you. What's up, my brother? Perry, I see you down there in the chat. What's going on? What's going on, my brother? Is there any questions y'all want to ask while I'm waiting to see what's going on? Y'all give me a minute. Because we live, baby, we live. Yes, we is. Okay, he's back. He's back, y'all. He's back. And we just waited on you, my brother. No problem. There ain't no worry.
My laptop went bad. I was at Dash Radio earlier, so
oh wow.
I don't know what that shit was about.
Man, you working. That's what it is, man. You working. We appreciate you for working because people like you that make music like that, I ain't gonna lie to you, I appreciate it a lot because I'm about tired of hearing the stuff that's coming out now. No offense to any of the rappers out there, the new up and coming rappers, but it doesn't have that to it no more. You know that real nationality, where you come from, what you represent. It doesn't have that anymore. Like you bring that to hip hop, and I seen you in a picture with Kendrick, and I like Kendrick a lot. Have you worked with Kendrick yet before?
Yeah, a couple times. I might know
How was it like
bit.
working with
him? I've been working with him for a long time, probably since 2007, 6.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I watched him grow. I watched him change over time. I watched him get really clever with songwriting. I watched his star grow. I remember we was being on the first tour. His first tour he ever been on. I kind of watched when he figured it out. And I still think he got one more gear, you know what I'm saying, left.
Yeah, because I think my thing with him, I think because I listen to him a lot, I think he figured it out when he dropped the thing called Overly Dedicated. And I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Overly Dedicated.
Yeah, that was that song that had Michael Jordan on it, where he shot the video on the tour bus. We was all on that tour bus.
Yeah, that was dope. Michael Jordan bit. Michael Jordan. I know what you're talking about with Schoolboy Q.
Yeah, when he had the Rolex in his hand the whole time. The Rolex hand.
So, what are we expecting from you up and coming right now? Like anything new? Like I heard, actually, I did hear a song with you and Snoop. And thank you, my brother Perry, for the super chat. I appreciate you a lot. He says he missed old school rap. What's up, Glasses Malone? He said, "What's up with you, my brother?" He said, "What's up?"
It's all love.
But I heard the song with you and Ty Dolla Sign's. Ty Dolla Sign's dope artist. Yeah, and Snoop. I love the song. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the song. It was really catchy. You know, I just listened to it the other day and I was like, man, this is dope. Like, how was that working with those two in the studio, Snoop Dogg and Ty Dolla Sign's? And how did that come?
So the song is called 6 in the Morning. It has a Snoop on it, Ice-T on it, and Ty Dolla Sign. Ty is another person I've been working with for a while now. Since he was first starting to make noise over here. Ty is like a career musician. Like he can play. Like I've seen people compare him to Nate Dogg, but he's closer to Rick James. Ty can play the guitar, the bass. He makes his own production, does the chorus, can make a song, write for other people. He's really, really good. Snoop is Snoop. You know what I mean? It's the greatest, probably the greatest rapper of all time when it comes to greatness. Maybe not your favorite. Maybe you don't think he's the best. Maybe he's not the richest, whatever you think. But when it just comes to overall greatness, Snoop Dogg is probably the epitome of rap. Ice-T, that was something that I really wanted to do that was important because I feel like he doesn't get his flowers enough.
Yeah.
And
Is that song? I don't mean to cut you off, but wasn't that originally one of Ice-T's songs? And you guys just brought it back out at 6 in the morning, 6 in the morning. It was busting. I'm not gonna lie. And Ruth in the super chat down there. Thank you, Ruth. If it wasn't for Ruth, y'all, this wouldn't be happening right now. So shout out to OG Ruth once again for bringing Clashes Malone. We love you, Ruth, and we salute you. Shout out. But I think that you was cool. I heard the song. I'm like, damn, is that Ice-T on the song? And it really was Ice-T. I'm like, he still got it.
Still got it, right? Ain't that crazy? I still got it, Gio. That's crazy.
He can rap. Still, he's very clever. Like, you remember the song Colors he did?
Of course. I was comparing it. I was telling somebody, so he's the first nationally known or internationally known West Coast rapper. Like he's the first one that created what people call gangster rap.
Yeah.
6 in the Morning is the first song. So it's like he would be like the god of the genre, of hip hop for us as far as the West goes. And he with 6 in the Morning, he showcased, California lifestyle in a way that had never been shown before, to the rest of the world. And songs like Colors, where he was really defining everything that was happening here when rappers really wasn't, when we didn't have a ton of representation.
Yes.
So it was dope to have him on the song. Obviously, the song is in celebration of the first song that created West Coast hip hop and gangster rap in general. But having Snoop, the person who came and kind of lived all the stuff Ice-T was rapping about, whether it was 6 in the Morning or Colors, you seen the first like Crip rapper that was celebrated. And I always like to say he came and lived the laws. You know what I mean? Like Ice-T is the alpha and omega of West Coast hip hop and the god of it all. And then you have the savior and Snoop who came and just lived out everything Ice-T was talking about, and people got to see it in the flesh.
That sounds dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. You just speaking like that on Ice-T shows how much respect the West Coast rappers have for him. And he did start a whole new genre of gangster rap. Like he was the one who really started it over here on the West Coast. So I'm pretty sure he appreciates you for that. And another question I was gonna ask is this. Now, a lot of people don't know most people, like some of my chat, they like, who is Glasses Malone? I'm like, dude, if y'all don't know who this man is, like you better go YouTube him, Google, he's an American rapper. He is known. Like, see how the music that you were making, what made you push the stuff that you pushed into your songs? Like you rapped about it, like the hardcore where you from, and did people around you push you to do more of it, or was it just in your heart to just say, okay, I need to make this song about this? Because you got you have love, like gangster rap, then just regular hip hop, and you actually spitting bars, but people don't see that, and you're talking about like, oh, I come from this, I come from that, but this is what this life has gotten me, and I'm happy for what I have. How do you make your music like that, like so people can understand you?
So most of the stuff is things that I've been through, and it's really therapeutic, honestly. It's tough to go through all the stuff I went through, you know what I mean? And you have to live with it. It's tough. And music became like, my psychologist. Like, being in the booth, I got a chance to really express and get it off my chest.
Yeah.
That was really important. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of my deepest and darkest moments are expressed in the booth. My deepest and darkest thoughts. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is expressed in the booth. And again, it become therapy. It's like getting it off my chest, and hopefully future, generations and other people can use it for their benefit. The mentality. Maybe it's something to study there. I'm not sure. Yeah. But it helped me a lot. My life was in a really dark place for a long time, and then music came and gave me a place to express it and kind of like get all that darkness off of me.
Yeah, and it made you who you are today. You're successful. You're a very successful artist. like I said, I appreciate your music and I love the music. Keep making more. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Keep letting the people hear you because you have a message to be heard and people are gonna listen to you. You know, you're pushing it out there like that. But this is another thing that we need to discuss.
Sure.
What was the documentary you made? I think was it last year? You made a documentary. I just looked it up. I said, "Oh, he came out blankly with it." And a lot of people be like, "Oh no, you shouldn't say that." What was the documentary about? You know, you know what I'm talking about. I don't even got to say
Yeah.
the name, but I understood where you was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because if you
So
put
it
it like
really,
this, you put yourself
yeah.
into these situations and you get hurt, and you're involving yourself into these situations, things happen. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, and but you out here pushing this image that people. Just tell me what made you just do it. You know, like
So with Tupac Must Die, it really was just a song. I mean, the video I think is so interesting. It looks like a documentary, but it looks like a song.
oh
You know what I'm saying? It's really just a song. It's not a documentary. It's really I started digging for what hip hop was all about.
hmm
And what I realized hip hop was, it was the upside down. It was, bringing dimensions to the rest of the world. Like these parallel dimensions that are right next to mainstream America and all these other places. It was about bringing those parallel universes for everybody else to see. And that's all about culture. Where I'm from, like I said, Compton and Watts is 15 minutes from Huntington Beach to,
yep,
$1 million houses.
yeah,
So hip hop gave a voice to the voiceless. So just understanding that little bit of detail, it made me understand what make hip hop special, and every artist in it, right? Their job is to pretty much speak from their expertise of culture.
yeah,
So I mean, if you're a dope dealer, it's to speak from the expertise you have at selling dope. So being a gang member, being a Crip, I understand moral codes. And that's
yeah,
a big thing in culture, morality. So to be able to explain to people morally how somebody from my background could see the death of Tupac Shakur as unjustified, it's justified because where I'm from, if 7 to 8 people jump you, the next
yeah,
elevation is somebody getting shot.
yeah.
And it's not,
That's agreeable.
yeah, and it's not for everybody. I get it. It's not for, it's not a simple concept to understand because we place more value on other people's lives than we do on other people. You know what I mean? Maybe this person's life is worth more than this person's life, but that's not true to everybody, every mind. So just being able to express something that I know so profoundly, like being a gang member,
Yeah,
how revenge works, how we do our own sense of justice, what's
yep,
justified, and then be able to use a story that's common that everybody can relate to and tell it from the perspective of the streets. That's what hip hop
yeah.
is all about.
Exactly. And I was listening to it. I'm like, this is exactly what he's doing because he's speaking from the people that's in these gangs, that's out here, that see what's going on, whether they Bloods, Crips, or whatever, or either a Mexican gang, they gonna see, okay, this dude was in the wrong for what you have done. You go up to a guy and this ain't even your fight, but you put yourself in between. So like how they say people die from association, like initiation with somebody else. If you know this person is out here and you know what that person about, and you next to this person and you go fight somebody and jump on them, like you said, expect for things to happen. Expect for gunfire to come after that
And
because nobody
and,
likes to be
and I
killed.
and I don't think it's about Tupac being wrong.
Yeah,
I believe he genuinely was starting to press the line of a gang member. Like,
gang member.
he
Yeah,
started having love for all his homies. And, he felt somebody was wrong that he was running with. And he stood up for him, and they all did what you're supposed to do if you in the culture. The problem is, just as you can justify that, then you got to justify the next level of justice that come with it.
exactly.
And I think that's a hard thing to do because obviously, Tupac has become a deity in our community. And it's
Yeah,
like, to other people outside of the culture, some people are above reproach. That just ain't how it is in the culture. Within, no man is bigger than the program. And that's an important thing for people to understand. Like all these rappers joining gangs, you know, whether it's a Chris Brown, whether it's a Soldier Boy, whether it's anybody joining the gang, my job is to make sure those people and future generations are educated when it comes to the culture. I'm just trying to shed light on how it go and how we see things and how we think.
Yeah, because it's not an easy pass for anybody. Like you're out here pushing this line and representing something.
I know what come with it.
Yeah, you better know what come with it exactly, because that's why I choose not to join any gangs or anything like that, because I want my kids, you know, to see it's better things in life than besides just go out here, fight somebody and be put on. But it's deeper meaning behind other people joining gangs, and people need to understand that too, because they family might be messed. Their real immediate family might be messed up. Like some of the people who are in these gangs family, they come from a strong, hard background, and it's all the way messed up. So the only love they might get is from the guys outside or from the females outside. That's a part of this culture. And so,
and another thing, Gio, to add to that point is, it ain't always got to be that. You from where you from because this who you grew up with. I mean, well, I hope as a little kid you befriend the people you grew up with. So as you befriend them, whether or not you got jumped onto a gang is irrelevant. What happens is everybody else know that y'all come from over this here in this area. And, you know, these people are the friends you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you grew up with some people, I don't care if you're from a gang or not. If you grew up with these guys and y'all been friends for 12 years, and you mean to tell me y'all go to the liquor store and 3 guys start jumping on your friend, you're not going to help them?
Oh, no, I have no choice but to help them. We grew up together. I see what you're saying.
I see exactly what you're saying. I mean, you know, I think the separation is in the gang is the willingness to commit a crime, right? Where if this person shot my homeboy, feel me, that I've been growing up with for 12 years, 15 years, I know his mama and his daddy, the willingness to go seek justice on my own and deliver justice to him or his people because y'all shot my friend. That's all gangbanging is. Yeah. Taking justice into your own hands, willingness to commit a crime to you know, in the commission of life, just living.
Yeah, we're gonna get off that topic. Because you know it's a strong topic. A lot of people ain't gonna understand that. But I'm glad that you spoke on that so people can know how it really is. You know, when you want to be out here in gangs or be a part of people in gangs, you gotta accept what comes with it. You can't just say, "Oh, my foot out, right? Today is Monday, so I'm not doing it today, but Saturday I'm back with y'all." Nah, it's a for life thing. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you leave these people, it's gonna be people out here looking at you. But this is the thing I want to ask you. I heard you doing something in the movie stuff that's coming. Like, what do we have to look for?
So I'm working on a film right now. A couple good people gonna help me see it through. I've already wrote 3 films. You know what I mean? I've already sold 3 ideas, 3 synopses. I probably wrote 5 or 6 films.
Name them off. Name them off so the people.
No, but I wrote them, but they have never came out. People bought them regardless. It never made sense to me, but they bought them, but they never came out. I'm particularly working on a film right now. I feel like the culture in Los Angeles known as low riding, people don't really understand the love for it.
Yeah.
So what I'm hoping to create is a cultural relevant film that encompasses low riding, so people can see the togetherness of it all. You know what I mean? The culture in it. Like my whole life and what I've dedicated a lot of my time to is displaying culture. You know, making sure people understand the lifestyle, the style that we have, you know, how we get on. That's important to me. That's everything.
Yeah, exactly. Because it means a lot. Like, trust me, I've been living here in LA for like 2 years now. 2019, I moved from Washington State, and I decided to make this my home. You know, I met a good woman, and I was like, you know what? And as I go outside and stuff or whatever, I'm just a hardworking man. Come home, take care of his kids. I don't do none of the action stuff. I don't particularly. If I see somebody, I might talk to them, but I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? How you been? You know what I'm saying? Just on that. We talk about jobs and that's it. I don't talk about the extra stuff that come with whatever they come with. You know what I'm saying? So when I started noticing how this culture is, everybody just looks like, I'm like, why do everybody look? When I talked to my wife, she was like, babe, that's California culture. Everybody just looks at everybody, but you know that's how they. Some people don't say hi. Some people
don't say hi.
Yeah, some people don't say hi though. They just. I was like, are they racist? She was like, babe, it doesn't matter. The people just look here, and so I started to see like a blend of different. I knew, I'm black. I know anybody who's initiated with gangs when I see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can tell by the dress code and how the way they postured up. I come out of 7-Eleven. I'm, hey, how y'all doing today? You know, hey, y'all brothers doing?
What's going on? That's how you got to hit them. Hey, brothers, what's happening?
That part, you know what I'm saying? I am a square. How you doing today, brother? I don't want no problems.
Whatever y'all got going on, this ain't for me. I don't have nothing to do with it.
And they just look at me sometimes. They say, hey, yeah, I'm like, y'all brothers have a good day. You do the same. They don't say it back, but they say, you do the same. And they just look at me. And I'm like, yeah, let me just keep on driving. I don't even want no problems about, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't finna put myself in a predicament to where I can mess up my entire life of what I got going on that's good.
And and they will make you throw it away.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think, but what I noticed was different from here than Washington. These people respect real man that's doing what they got to do for their family. Yeah, like I walked to Santa Monica, what's that Santa Monica like board thing or whatever? I was walking. Pier. Yeah, the Santa Monica Pier, and they was my culture with black people was calling me, hey, how you doing, King? Because they see me with my wife and my 2 kids. They say, hey, what's up, King? How you doing? I'm like, damn, man, I feel comfortable. Like, that's just love. You know, I wasn't getting that in Washington. All I was getting was people like, I don't know, Washington's different. It's kind of like we want to be how Cali is type of thing. And I was noticing that, and I'm like, I be telling them dudes, y'all want to do this, go to Cali. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and KO ass out to Cali and do that, because this ain't the place where you should be doing it at. This is a better opportunity here in Washington, but you don't get a lot of that here. This is just this lifestyle here is a lot more complex and it's different. You can either be this or you can be that. It's your choice. You know, you have a choice here in Cali. So I chose to live around good people. I don't care if you're gang bang. I don't care what you do. Just long as you speak to me, I speak to you. We go our separate ways. And every time we see each other, we, hey, how you been?
You act like y'all got some sense.
Exactly, because we getting older. We not getting younger. And I think a lot of these older guys out here and whatever OGs, because I've been on Sepulveda before, like when I was going to People Ready. And I seen like some girls and stuff like around in that area, but I walked down the street and they was like, somebody was like, don't go down that street because that's where all the gangs and stuff. But they cool. As soon as they say, oh, they cool, you can just go to the park. The Mexicans and the Bloods be out there. I'm like, man, I'm not here for that. You know what I'm saying? They said, because you know what you just said, the lowriders. They had the lowriders down. So I went down, I'm looking. I'm like, ooh, that's a dope lowrider. They like, oh, you think this is dope? Yeah, man. They was like, yeah, man, you could get one day. They motivate me to like, you can get one day, man. Just go to work and do what you got to do and stuff.
The reality is the culture, gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
It's really encouraging. It's a ton of love in the cultural thing. Even gangbanging, it doesn't seem like it's a lot of love, but love is driving a lot of the violence. It's not hate. It's because you love somebody so much, something bad happened to them. So then you feel like these people took away this loved one from you. You know what I mean? And that's what propels you. It's not enough hate in the world.
Yeah, it's not.
To make you do some of the stuff that people do. It got to be love. So I think that's the most unspoken truth when it comes to all the street culture in LA is how much love, low riding, street race scene, gang banging. It's a lot of love involved in it.
Yeah, because I think it's like we still want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see these people, I'm like, oh, they still want to just have fun. They want to just be represented. Just don't disrespect them. You know what I'm saying? Like you can disrespect somebody without even knowing it.
So with my next releases of music and some dudes I'm working with, this group called The Giants, some homies, we created like a clothing brand called a Good Life Clothing, a Good Life Clothing. And what it is no matter how our circumstances, right?
Yeah.
Sure where we from, you systemically oppressed. Sure, there's a lack of opportunity. Sure, people are going out of their way to make sure things don't get better around here. But we still manage to have a good life. We
Exactly.
still manage to have a good life. Yeah, ain't no pools in this neighborhood, but we'll pop that water plug on the fire hydrant. We'll turn this motherfucker up. Yeah, we don't got that tier 1 credit score to go to Maserati or to Mercedes Benz and get that $150,000 car, but we'll push grandpa car right out the front yard. You know what I'm saying? And push it in the paint shop, redo the whole car, all the bolts brand new motor, interior, top, put some dates on there, put some hydraulics, and have something incredible. And I feel like I get it. We could be upset about the circumstances. That's a whole nother journey. But we still, Gio, manage to have a good life no matter what. We somehow make the most out of our crappy situations. And I'm so proud of us for that. I'm proud of, whether it's a redneck community where they pour it in a trailer home, but they figure out how to get that money together and have a barbecue and I love that about humanity, that through all the stuff that we go through, you know what I mean? We still manage to somehow enjoy life.
It's all about smiling. And like when I was I see this guy named Sav, I think his name's Sav Third or something like that.
From Long Beach.
Okay, I heard his little song. I'll be bumping it in my car. You hear me? I'm like, oh, I got gang. I ain't got no gang with me, but I'm like, man, why is this song so catchy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's super catchy, and I'm like, dude, I look at the video and I'm like, damn, like they having fun. They out here playing baseball to my batter up. I said, they're enjoying their life. They make it, like you said, we make the most things that other people might look at like, oh, that's this and that. But they don't know what it's like until they actually come living that life. I grew up in that type of lifestyle. If you're not familiar with Louisiana, I'm from Shreveport.
Of course, I'm familiar.
Huh?
I've been there.
You been to Shreveport?
Yeah.
Man, look, that's dirt. Ain't nothing around there in Shreveport.
But I'll tell you one thing: it's good food and it's good people.
That part.
I get it. I know, niggas get shot. It's always some violence because poor people tend to solve things primitively. You know what I mean? They don't, it's not. It's such a primitive idea all the time. Reputation's being hurt. That's all you got is your reputation. All you got is your ego. So you overprotect it, versus somebody who got millions of dollars and a nice house and nice cars and a family. That person, you can steal that person's car. He don't give a fuck. I'm going to call insurance and have another one tomorrow. For us, it's the audacity. You possess the audacity to think you're going to take something from me and it gets out of hand. And I get it, because that's all our possession and we protect it vigorously. But even in a place like Shreveport, where the economics is suffering, it ain't a ton of paper available. They still manage to make great food. People still manage to have a good time. They still manage to have parties, to have people having a great time. We somehow manage to have a great life.
Yeah, that's true. Because
really
you ever been to a block party before? You ever heard of block?
Yes.
Man, when I say one thing about my city and block parties, like they will shut the whole entire block down. Can't no cars come through there. They bring the radio station in there, and we just having a good ass time. We not worried about it. Might be a fight or two break out. You know what I'm saying?
Well, again, it's still people still poor. So you got people dealing with disputes very primitively and don't know how to let go. But for the most part, man, we tend to have a good life. We tend to have a great time, man. We tend to make the best out of our circumstances. And I think that's what my music has always, or even more now than then, it represented. You know what I mean? It's always represented that corner. It's never about being tough, because it ain't nothing tough about killing somebody. A lot of the times it's something you have to do because you put in a bad situation or you feel like you know, people are going to take your, like in that video, Tupac Must Die, people feel like, you know, if I let somebody get something over on me, everybody else will try, because that's life in the jungle. You know, you got to protect everything you have with every little ounce of, you know, of your being. So, you know, the goal is to not have to do that. You hurting people so you don't have to hurt people. You know, it's too easy. Honestly, if you look at, you know, you close enough in LA at this point to see gang wars, it ain't enough people dying.
It's really not happening every day. It doesn't happen every day.
It takes nothing to go out here and kill people. Killing people is an easy task.
Mm-hmm.
So we do 1,000 things to try not for that to happen.
Exactly.
You know, every gang does thousands of things to try to make sure that doesn't happen. So a lot of times you're trying to run people off of your little bit of nest egg you got. You try to run them away because you want it for yourself. So again, I understand the brothers, and if nobody else understands them, I do, and I forgive them because I know what it's like for us. You know what I mean? We trying to figure it all out when you got everything against you, and somehow we still manage to have a good life when it's all said and done.
Exactly, and that's another thing. Like when I like the guy who made the song Quicksand, I don't know how to say his name, Murray. Like he brought that back a little bit. You know, when he was like what he said, I remember chilling at one of my little females' crib and had to scuffle with some dudes. Like he's bringing back, like, yeah, it's not, we don't always just go out bang bang shoot.
No.
We actually get down, and then like you might beat up a rival or something, and then you like, hey man, let's go smoke. You feel me? And then next thing you know, that's your best friend. That turned out to be your best friend. Like
because our situations is so cold that's how we only know how to settle disputes in this such primitive way. You know,
it's weird.
I done brought that energy sometimes to certain places where that energy don't belong, and people is like, hey man, like what is wrong? And it's like, oh, I keep forgetting y'all don't know that, so I could step up my IQ and solve this.
Yeah,
more, you know, sophisticated is an overvalued thing, overappraised. You know what I mean? Because some of the worst things in the world happen because of sophistication.
Yep.
So again, you know, when it's a lack of economics, when it's a lack of opportunity, things get resolved very primitively, very caveman-like. And, you know, again, it depends on how you value society. If you think society is so much greater, evolved, yet we killing the ozone layer and we trying to kill the earth, you feel me? Maybe you think this sophistication is better. But again, I can relate to the primitive ways we do things.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a war, man. Being in the gang war, you know, nobody's poisoning the water supply.
Exactly.
Nobody going to the church waiting on people to come out to kill everybody.
Exactly.
Nobody sitting on top of the school shooting at little kids. You know,
exactly.
If a kid died, that's a big thing. It's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, so again, it's some things that I pray and I work to help make better, right? But it's also some things I understand that I have to have forgiveness. And we got to understand, you know, with our folks that it's a little more complicated than we would like it to be.
Yeah, but we making it. You know what? I say like 2021 with all this stock markets and stuff and black owned businesses, and we got rappers like you out here that, well, I can't even call you a rapper no more. I can say you're a legendary icon in the streets of LA. You know, you're legendary to me. When I look at you, I'm like, that's a legendary man. Y'all need to put some respect on his name. You don't know what he has done. He done changed a lot. So you're legendary. And then you have Snoop that's legendary as well. You're up there with him. You know, to me and my guys,
I would say that.
Snoop been up there. I ain't gonna lie, you're right. Snoop has been here for a long time.
Snoop and Ice is on a whole nother planet. But I'm grateful for the compliments, and I understand what you're saying.
They're like the guys.
I got my own legend. Not they legend. They legend. Them motherfuckers is, you know. Sometimes it's funny because I was listening to the song, right? Now, the first time I shared something with you. So the first time I saw a rapper like as a star, you know what I mean? You got to think like I'm 40 now. So the first time I saw a rapper, he was on television. It was on the movie.
Yeah.
It was on a big screen. and it's Ice-T. It's a movie called Breaking. It's 85. I'm 4 or 5 years old. And I'm looking at Breaking, and I'm like, damn, and it's a rapper. It's Ice-T rapping on this movie with Ozone and Turbo, and he rapping. That's the first time I saw rapping as like a big mega thing, because before that, you know, rap videos wasn't on television often in the 80s, or you didn't see rappers like that. You know, it wasn't a ton of rap tours and concerts. So to see Ice-T right on this big screen, and he's wearing this red leather vest with these zippers on it, right? And I'm looking like, wow, this is crazy. But then now fast forward to this time, and I'm like, yo, I have a song with this person who started this genre, the first superstar rapper I saw. And then I'm listening to the song, and then I turn on the TV and SVU is on.
That's crazy. Like, I knew you was shocked. You was like,
motherfucker is on. You know what I mean? Like, so again, like those legends are untouchable. You know what I mean? They're legends somewhere different. But I constantly work to put myself on my own planet, even if it's not quite their planet. Feel me? I'll have my own planet to do my thing, and it's amazing to share space with Ice-T, Snoop, even a future and young legend, all-time great like Ty Dolla $ign.
Yep. Like even like certain rappers like Lil Baby and stuff. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I heard the song with him and Drake. I was shocked. I'm like, cause you know Drake just eat. But when I heard Lil Baby's verse, I said, yeah, Drake got a problem now. Like, this little boy done came in here and then ate you up in this studio. Like, that's what I like about rapping hip hop.
Lil Baby sneaky good.
Man, he's
you got to be careful. You get them kind of boys on their own style of song, and you think because you could be LeBron James until you start playing against Michael. LeBron James is good at scoring the ball until you put. Now, if you just gonna focus on scoring, now you can talk about Michael Jordan, and it's a different conversation. So with Drake is such a multifaceted talent. I remember when he first came around, you know, he rapped on one of my earliest singles, Certified with Akon, back in 2009.
Remember Certified? That was a hot song, Certified.
And he rapped on that instrumental. So, you know, you could always tell he was a special talent. But, you know, now you come forward, you know, 10 years, you got this little young boy from Atlanta, and you trying to put him in this space, and he gonna eat. You know what I mean?
All he want to do is eat. That's what I'm saying. Like, and he different. Like, I like Young Thug. Don't get it twisted. I like Young Thug, some of his music, but he different. I can't put him in the category with Young Thug and all that slime. I can't. He ain't saying all that. He coming right out basically with it, and he's basically saying it like how he made the song about our culture, and he performed it. I said, man, this boy gonna be somebody. I said, him right here gonna be something.
Young Thug is more melodies, and he's a genius with melodies and creating styles. The Baby's a rapper for real.
Yeah, he's really
good to rap. He can rap his ass off. So
yeah. So
and he's a Crip, so that works out. Real good for me.
Shout out to the gang members, y'all. Shout out. Y'all show the love to the gang members, the Crips.
Man, support your local gang member, man. Help him get his life together.
He might be supporting you. He might be.
That's all it is, man. All the gang members looking for somebody to push them into greatness and then change their life, man. So
that part, yeah.
Local gang member. Get you a gang member, man. Take money your wing, man. Support a local gang member.
That part, because you never know. He might be looking at a diamond in the rough like Nipsey Hussle. Man, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, man.
Motherfucking guy, man.
I cried. I'm not gonna even lie to you because I was bumping Nipsey Hussle like so many years. I'm just bumping him like I'm like, that's all my life. And he said, that's how I knew. That's how I knew. I felt that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I knew that I was different. I felt that whole entire mixtape Nipsey dropped. So when he died, I didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Nipsey died? My girl was on the work, and I just went live. I just started crying like, man, this is messed up. Like, y'all taking away real people that actually have stuff to say, and he trying to do a lot for his community, and you got more people out here that's doing the same thing, but y'all don't give them recognition. Y'all give these other artists recognition, like rappers who don't. I'm not trying to throw no rappers underneath the bus, but some rappers don't deserve, you know, the level that they're at and the money that they're getting, because they're not, what are they doing for the place that they come from? Are they actually, you know, going out here opening up a Boys and Girls Club, boxing gyms, kung fu gyms, you know, seafood places, connecting to the South and bringing their food back up here? You know, that I see that a lot here in California. Like I see a lot of like Louisiana chicken. I see that. I seen that. It's right up the street from me. I'm like,
you like Louisiana. You go in there and taste it. You go in there and verify that it is Louisiana chicken.
Man, my brother went there. My brother just literally came here to visit me and the kids. Right?
If you from Louisiana, I know you like. Ain't this a bitch? Let me find out.
I'm looking. I don't even eat chicken no more. I'm mad because my wife gonna get mad.
So let me tell you something. So this is somebody who done traveled around the world at this point. Don't do it, brother. It is not. It ain't nothing like down there where y'all from. It's the best version of California could get to Louisiana chicken. It is not. The chicken at y'all gas station is better than Louisiana chicken here at the fucking gas station. So the thing about Nip is, man, me and Nip came out with our first 2 mixtapes in the same year. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? He was an awesome guy. Big dreams. Watching one of his greatest dreams was he wanted to buy that shopping center that they were hustling out of. It was called Boston Peas. And he finally did. It took him 10 years. I was put one of the biggest smiles on my face. He was an amazing guy, but he left so much for everybody, man. You know, it's a lot about him to celebrate. And, you know, we all felt, you know, he was from us early. And it's like, nah, God got timing for everybody. So God willing, we got enough of everything we needed from him to stimulate the next generation of people to go out here and make it happen.
He opened up the door for Roddy Ricch, and Roddy Ricch a damn good artist. You hear me? Like, that boy is a real star right now. Like, he is a star. He can't, like, when he dropped Rags in the Middle, I said, boy, I still play that song to this day. It gives me chills. You hear me? Like, that song gives me chills because I'm like, damn, like,
it's very ominous. It's a very ominous song.
Like Nipsey, just hearing his voice on some of these songs, it literally gives you chills, and it puts you into that spot to where you was at in the lowest point of your life, but you can be successful. Like, he's an artist that speaks to you without even actually speaking to you. Like, I be hearing some of his songs still to this day. I go back, I listen to it. I'm like, yo, this dude was different. He was on a different type of. He's a different type of guy.
Man, the brother read a lot of books. He was a sharp dude, man. Sharp guy. You know, really. People have no idea how sharp he was. But, you know, again, man, there's so much to celebrate. He left so many things for us. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us to celebrate him. Exactly. I mean, Jesus only got 33 years. We were able to see what he accomplished. So,
hey,
we can't balk at 33 years. 33 years, shit, that's a good time.
Hey, you said the word, my brother. I didn't even say it, but I love you for saying it. No homo, none of that. But you said the name that I love to death, and I cherish that over anything in this world. Is that word right there, Jesus?
Okay, boy. So we can't act like 33 years ain't enough to get it done. It's enough to get it done.
Exactly. So I've been seeing a lot.
Nip got a lot done in 33 years.
Man, what he got a lot done in, I'll say 10 years. He was known to the world. Like, this is the person who walked up to the Game. You know what I'm saying? And the Game said, I remember listening to the interview, the Game said, man, this dude walked up to me and with all these other guys, it was like 30 Crips. And he was like, hey man, I'm Nip. Listen to my son. Game said, I had to clutch on my pistol because they were so deep. They blocked my car. I said, man, but Game, you know, Game is passionate. He's very, when something happened out here in LA and it happens to one of the artists that he connects with, it hurts him. And I heard him crying in that car. I said, yeah, this is hurting the community where Nipsey was from. It doesn't, these people don't even care about the color no more of what your flag represents. They've been past that. They're about connecting with their community. It just, I can't stand the fact that YouTube will sometimes throw a genre out there and say, don't go here. This place is bad. Compton, this and Inglewood and South Central. I'm like, bro, I didn't actually roll through those places, went to the store, didn't have a problem in the world. I say hi to people, I'm gone. Didn't have a problem. So what's the deal with people saying these things, like these invulgative things, like saying that these places are bad? They put a stigma over certain places, and I can't stand it because I know how it is being a black man in America. And if a lot of people don't understand that, then you would never understand anything, because me and this brother, we come from the same struggle, but not only that, we have the same skin pigmentation and we are judged for that. So when you have say you have a gang member and he's banged out, he don't care about life, he got tattooed, whatever, he ready to amp up. He see another black dude that's like a nerd. Do you think he's just finna run up on this man? And no, he's gonna, how you doing? He gonna be probably more nicer than him than anybody. Hey man, you okay? You need some drink?
For the most part, that's gonna be the interaction. It's always an asshole or two that you can't give power to. You know, human power corrupts historically. So it's always that one homie. Like I'd have to check him a lot of times where he tripping on somebody that ain't of the cloth, that ain't with the get down. You feel me? When you take a person like me or a person that's, hey man, don't do that to him. There's a lot of people that want that energy that would love to have it. So give it to those people. But for the most part, man, people gonna look out for you. They not trying to take no, man. Ain't nobody trying to hurt nobody. Everybody trying to make the most out of their life.
Exactly. I like the fact that you said that, because it sounds like you're a very intelligent brother, and I'm happy I talked with you about this stuff, because I can see you going and building something big. You know how you can look at somebody and say, damn, they got bigger potential than what they think right now. They just right here right now doing this one thing, but I see multiple things coming off of you. You know, like I can see people energy, and you got damn good energy about you. And you're gonna be super up there, like you just making a song with Snoop. How easy was that? Like, you know how hard it is for most of these rappers to get a song with Snoop right now?
This time was easy. The first time it was hard, you know.
Because Snoop ain't trying to do a song with nobody. But he did one with you.
And I'm grateful. Shout out to Dog. I mean, we don't always say that as a culture, we don't thank him enough. You know what I mean? We don't thank him enough. We appreciate him, but we don't thank him enough. And he had to make a whole album called Thank Me. He thanked himself. What was that album called? I forgot what was the name of that album. What is it called? I Want to Thank Me.
Yeah, did you hear his little speech? He was like, you know what? I want to thank me.
And I'm proud of me.
He said, y'all know who I want to thank is me. I thank me for doing all this.
But as arrogant as shit as that could sound, I understand why. Because living legends don't get as much love as legends that passed away. And Snoop is a legend that deserves to be thanked for so much cultural reflection, so much growth, proof that people from our community can grow up and become, you know, more inspirational into any version, integrated into any version of society. And that's all because of Snoop. Like, so him thanking him makes sure I remember that we definitely need to thank him more, and even thanking Ice-T. Like, I thank him all the time for jumping on that. And I know he like, damn, okay, you ain't got to say thank me no more. And I'm like, yeah, man, like, yes, I do got to say thank you. You know what I mean? Because I know what you mean, and I know what you've been through to get where you've been. It's easier for me, you know what I mean, because of y'all.
Yeah, it really is. Snoop and Ice-T opened up so many doors people would not understand. You know, like, I am a nightmare walking, a psychopath talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, when I think about colors, those are the first words that pop up in my head. I said, damn, why am I able to just recite those first few lines? It's because it is very known in our community that this is how you look at us. So we're going to rap about what you look at, and we're going to express ourselves. But you know who I would like to see you do a song with?
Sure.
Dave East. I would love to see you. I would love to hear that. Like that, I think that'll be dope.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure I work on making it happen. I've known Dave since probably 2015, and he was a cool customer the first day we met. We met on a basketball court in Harlem. chilling. I'm chilling with some of my crib partners in New York at the time, and dude, he was like, "Yeah, my boy Dave East is on," and Dave was just a cool, easygoing dude. I love his character, and I love him playing Method Man in the Wu-Tang movie too.
Yeah, it was funny.
He does a good job. So shout out to Dave. Shout out to my low.
Shout out to Dave East, man. If you see in the interview, Dave East, man, do a song with your boy Classic. Yeah, I mean, do that song, because it's so many people I just see you doing music with, especially
So much of it is coming, man. It's all coming.
like, man, and make sure you do a song with who was that? I
The
always
next song got Game on it.
who?
Game.
Game. I think you did a song with Game.
So Game my career.
Now you know what song I really like. I ain't gonna lie, I used to play GTA so much. And I seen Clash Malone and Problem.
Say that then.
I said, what? They was like, got a problem? Say that then. Yeah. Say that then. I was banging that the other day in my car. You hear my
song. It's a really good song.
Yes. Man, underrated song of the year still to this day is Say That Then with Problem and Glasses Malone.
I gotta get up out of here, man. I gotta get up out of here.
All right, my brother. Thank you for
I appreciate you having me. And I'll make sure we're gonna do this again when I drop the project. I'm gonna make sure I link you with my publicist, so you know he can help whatever you need. And anytime you wanted me to do something, you know, it's simple. That way you ain't got to get OG Roof to come gangsta on me, because she was gonna DP me if I ain't come on the show. So. Much love, brother. Much love.
Much love, my brother. Thank you for coming on, Glasses Malone. But yeah, there y'all have it. Great interview, great energy. I love it. But if y'all not sub to the channel, make sure that y'all sub to the channel. Go sub to my brother Glasses Malone. Go make sure y'all like his new single out with Snoop Dogg and Ty Dolla $igns, and it's a Ice-T on the song. Make sure y'all go sub to his YouTube and go hit him up on, I think, Clashes Loke on IG. Make sure y'all go ahead and show the brother some love, because you can see he's a very intelligent man. He knows what he wants in life. He knows his purpose. So y'all tap in. Until next time, we're going to be up out of here. Peace and love to everybody. Y'all know the vibe. Keep the comments going down at the bottom below. And make sure you hit that thumbs up for your brother. I'm out. Peace and love.